Hi, and welcome to the Alan Kawicki Scholarship Fund. We are going to talk to another driver that's paired up in segment number two. Noah Eisenhower is joining us. Noah, welcome back. You've made it this far. We're in the heat of almost the end of summer. Congratulations on where you are in the scholarship program.
Thank you so much.
So tell me a little bit about what's happened in segment number two and your race season as we get geared up and towards the end of the race season.
Yeah, it's been a really wild season so far, especially through the second segment. We've steadily progressed with our finishes in the right direction. So I'm happy to see that growth, and I'm excited to get going for this third segment. We got some notes to build off of that I think should help us going forward, and a couple big events that we have yet to race in late model competition, such as Oktoberfest and the Wisconsin State Championships at Jefferson. So excited to get going, and hopefully we'll have a good finish.
What's been the biggest learning curve for you in this Alan Kawicki driver development program and the process of what you go through? What's something that you've been able to take away?
Just there's so many to choose from, but I guess just taking things as they come has been super important. We had a really good finish at Golden Sands on July 25th, I think it was. So just taking that and taking it and run with it has been really enjoyable to take, and also taking our really hard races to get better from them and learn from our mistakes is also super important.
What's been the highs and the lows? Let's talk about your highs this season so far. What's been the biggest high for you, Noah?
Yeah, as I mentioned just a second ago, is probably our second place finish at Golden Sands, which we really haven't raced at Golden Sands that much. I think that was probably my fourth time being there, third or fourth time being there. So we had no intentions of running the Triple Crown up there. We were going to run maybe one or two of them, but not the full three of them. So just going up there kind of on a whim that day. I think we actually had to get our car switched over pretty late in the week for that race. So kind of being in a rush later in the week to having our hard work pay off, and knowing our setup changes that we made going into the day was kind of right where we ended the day. We didn't really mess with the car that much. So just having that being proven was a huge morale booster. And hopefully we can take that wave as long as possible.
When you talk about making adjustments to the car and your team and your crew, explain to the folks that are tuned in. It's not like the NASCAR Cup Series where you have a plethora of people working on your team. Like talk to us who's on your team, Noah.
Yeah, it's just me, my dad, my grandpa, and usually a couple of my friends could tag along for the weekend. So it's a constant conversation going on amongst the three or four or five of us of, what I'm feeling in the car, and how great I can communicate that sensation and this feeling of what I'm needing the car to do to, make it feel optimum for me to drive balance wise. So just keeping that communication up amongst us is super, super crucial. So making the right changes ahead of time, because we only get limited practice and limited qualifying sessions and laps. So making the right changes earlier in the day is super crucial, and hopefully, we can keep continuing to make those right calls.
Now, if you hear Noah, it sounds a little echoey where you are. It's not fully furnished, maybe where you are. Explain what big week that you had going on this week and your move.
Purdue's first week of classes this week, so
Purdue University back in
it's
session.
it's been a really big week so far of getting through syllabus week, and already assigned my first project of modeling stuff that I got to build and design and make prints for, and a coding class that I'm already trained on Excel and how to get Excel stuff done. So it's been a really big week of also moving into my apartment over the last week and this week. So
How difficult is it to try and manage not only your racing year, your participation in the Alan Quickie Driver Development Program, and then also, oh yeah, you're a student at Purdue University. It's not like you're going to a community college. This is like really tough courses for engineering, correct? And so explain how you balance all of this.
yeah, it's school's always first. My mom always said it from a young age. When I was racing, even go-karts and mini cups. So like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm in the kitchen upstairs doing homework, sitting at the kitchen table and making sure I'm understanding the material fully, before I go down and even work on the car, look at the car, think about the car. So balancing that first, but also, allowing to keep my balances in check, but also, putting the right things first, is super important to me.
Do you have a favorite course this semester?
So far, it's not math. I'm in my last math class, differential equations. It's not math, but it's probably going to be coding.
Oh, coding. So is there anything that you really can apply to your racing career right now and what you've learned at Purdue? Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, there's quite a few courses. Obviously, with it being a motorsports degree, specific is, should allow me to see patterns and trends and classes and stuff. But a lot of the upper classes that I'm getting into now this semester and going forward, such as coding, it's specifically motorsports coding is what I'm in. Learning Excel, learning MATLAB, learning Python, and also vehicle dynamics coming up. Fluid dynamics is also coming up as well. Dynamics I'm currently taking as well. So seeing those patterns and trends in those classes, I think I'll see that sooner than later in my own racing and hopefully other people's racing down the career path.
Now, you guys are all assigned mentors with the Alan Quickie Driver Development Program, and they are people that were associated on Alan Quickie's team. I believe it was 1982. So Brian Weitzel is on your mentorship program. What have you had conversation wise, or what have you been able to take away from maybe shadowing him or talking to him?
Yeah, the couple times that me and Brian have talked, we've been super busy ourselves this past couple weeks, so haven't had a chance to catch up in super recent timing. But from what we have seen, the last time I talked to him, he's been trying to get me more in tune with the career side of things, of getting my resume out there, of how my resume should look, how I should be appearing myself to race teams going forward to get the right information out there to put my best foot forward. So I appreciate him. He's been super helpful of getting my name out there and also my brand out there of who I am and what I stand for, and this is what I can bring to race teams in the future.
Noah, are you able to kind of be a college student at the same time and enjoy life at all? What do you get to do for fun?
There's not much fun during the week. It's a lot of books, it's a lot of computers, it's a lot of math. So I'm usually doing math pretty much 3 or 4 hours a night usually. So there's not much fun involved.
The fun is when you get in that race car.
I guess, yeah, some days.
All right. Well, what do you have to look forward to for the rest of this season, Noah?
We're continuing to support Vets Roll, so hopefully we can create a lot more donations for those guys. I've been super happy to have those guys on board this year. We've been doing quite a few car shows and donation stuff that goes towards them. So each lap that we complete will be going towards Vets Roll. And we got some pretty long races coming up, so such as Oktoberfest and the Wisconsin State Championships.
I saw that. So for every dollar or every lap you complete, right, there's a dollar amount that gets associated with it to make that donation. Have you gotten a chance to get into your community? If I read somewhere you were doing some community work this season too, so you are fitting in a lot into your schedule.
Yeah, we've done a couple different things. We did some car shows. The Freeport Cruise Night, we took our car down there since we weren't racing that night. A lot of my personal sponsors on our team are also community sponsors of the event. So I'm just going down there, showing our support in the community, also getting donations towards Let's Roll with our huge, veteran-oriented community as well. So we also did a burn camp up in, I think it was Elkhorn, Wisconsin. Glad to see a lot of those kids out there that we can make their night. There was a lot of cars there. I think we had 43 cars there, lots of different racing disciplines, whether that be drag, circle track, dirt, you name it. So, other than that, we've done a little bit of other community service for veterans as well. Help cleaning up the All Veterans Memorial Park in Freeport, Illinois. And also everything else on track too to keep us busy.
Well, that's great. I know Noah is one of the second contenders to come from Illinois, so that's my home state as well. So, way to represent Illinois in the Midwest here in this Alan Quickie Driver Development Program. Noah, is there anything you want the fans at home to know about you as we wrap up this mid-season of this program and head into the final stages?
We're still hungry to win it. Fourth place isn't, where we want to be, but definitely going to be getting our points together here as we run these bigger races towards the end of the year. We still got plenty of wild cards to use up, so expect a lot of wild cards coming out.
All right. Well, we look forward to it. That's Noah Eisenhower, who's representing the Alan Quickie Driver Development Program. And I hope you enjoyed this interview for Motor Racing Network and Performance Racing Network. I'm Wendy Venturini. You guys stay tuned because Noah, he's going places.